Today we're going to be changing out these struts and a sway bar link on a 2013 Ford Taurus Limited. So at first I took these bolts off of these right here. You're going to need a 21mm wrench. And as I was trying to take it off, I noticed that these bolts were spinning with it. So if you just get a 10mm wrench and stick it right on top of there to hold it right in place for you, it'll slip right out once you get the bolts off. Then after that, we're gonna take, on the internet it says you have to take a lot of this stuff off, and I'm trying to see if I could do it by just taking these off and the 4 bolts up top. Make the job a lot quicker, a lot easier. So let's get to it. Next, I took these 2 bolts off. You're gonna need a 24mm socket, and it's gonna be tough. I suggest spraying some WD-40 or some of that blaster, PB blaster, anything to help lubricate it. Then I took out all 4 of these. You're gonna need a 15mm socket. One of the, a regular one, it gotta be a kind of a longer one. If you don't have one, you're gonna use a wrench. Take all 4 of those off. Then you get a flathead screwdriver to take this piece off. Little line right here that's connected to the strut. You hit these 2 out, these 2 bolts out. You're gonna have to use a lot of force. I use the sledgehammer, and you just keep hitting it. It'll come out. Once that's out, you lift it up a little higher. It should drop down. The strut, you just maneuver it right out, and then you get the new one and get ready to put it in. Then you just put the new one in. Start bolting it at the top. After you do these 4 bolts, then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna connect the sway bar link right here. So at first I put this in and I realized I couldn't get it on, so I ended up taking this top bolt off of the brake caliper, sliding it this way, and I put these 2 bolts on first, and then I ended up screwing these in. Worked out a lot better. So now I'm done. Screw this back in, all the bolts are in. Now I just gotta throw this tire back on and we're done.